Good morning, students. Good afternoon and good evening. Yes, today there's no board behind me, isn't it? You can't see any board behind me. Well, today I'm here not to teach you anything, neither can you see me on the computer, isn't it? Here I just want to sit and talk to you, okay? Today I'm here not to teach you English, okay, which is a major subject in our curriculum. I'm here to teach you a very important part of our life, very important part of our curriculum as well, but on which we are not tested through examinations as in pen and paper. But these things, what we are going to inculcate, that means get into ourselves, and what we are going to train our minds after hearing and reading stories related to various topics. This is going to train us for an examination of life, okay? How we are going to face life. So value education, I will take up value education as well. We begin with our first class. This is the book, children, My Best Book, and I want to take up book number 1, okay? Before I begin with the lesson, before I begin with the story, I want to tell you the importance of value education. As I said, this is going to teach us to face life, to appear for examinations related to life. Now, children, what is a value? Value is not as in a particular quantity when you consider mathematics, isn't it? Value is again what is good in us as a human being, our good qualities, and those qualities which we don't have, maybe I don't have, but maybe I will see you and maybe pick up something good from you. Alright, so in value education we are going to talk to this. It is going to be more of a story time, more of life lessons. What is life lessons? Something which is prevalent, something which is happening. It is not fictional. Okay, so in value education we will get to know about various skills, life lessons, and what are the basic values. So today's chapter, what we are going to do is related to being grateful. Now, what do you mean by being grateful, children? Grateful means being thankful for what we have. You see, we are grateful to God for giving us a life, for giving us a family, for giving us friends, for giving us at least a roof above our head, isn't it? We have a house to live in, we have food to eat, isn't it? We have been admitted in one of the best schools, we have the most loving guardians, we have the most loving teachers, we have our most dear principal man, isn't it? So our surroundings make up the life around us. Okay, so today's chapter is going to tell us a particular story with a little bit of dialogues in between. There are characters there. It's a dialogue between students. Okay, and what is the name of the chapter? Being grateful. So you have to be thankful for what you have. You just cannot say, "अरे ये तो मुझे मिलना ही था, अरे ये तो होना ही था." No, you just can't do that. You have to be thankful for what you have. Now, there's a very important, saying by Dalai Lama, the very famous Buddhist monk, isn't it? He's a monk. He preaches life lessons, things which you will relate to. It is not fictional. He's going to speak. If you are able to listen to, I'm not a Buddhist, okay? I am not preaching or proclaiming any religion, but there are certain things every religion has, whether it's Hinduism, whether it's Christianity, whether it's Muslim, okay? Every particular community have certain good things, okay? So he's a very famous, he's a world famous monk who's been conferred with many awards. So his very famous saying is, love And compassion, love and compassion means, that feeling for somebody. Supposing I get hurt and somebody starts laughing. Oh, and maybe another person who also lets out a kind of whimper. Ah, she's got hurt. So that is called compassion. Empathizing. Placing yourself in somebody else's shoes and feeling the pain that person has felt. So love and compassion are necessities in our life. They are not luxuries. That is what he's saying is. Love and compassion are necessities, not luxuries. Mind you, luxury is something which all might not have. But necessity is something which everybody will have. And without them, humanity cannot exist, cannot live. So this particular story is about being grateful. Alright? So let me read out, okay? Let me read out and then I will again take up the story. There is a quiz at school today. Udit and Anchal, okay? Udit and Anchal are eager. So there's a quiz which is happening and Udit and Anchal are two students, okay, belonging to the same class and maybe they're friends who are very, very eager in the sense they're very excited to reach the classroom because they want to do very well in the quiz as they have prepared for it. So it's the same for all of us, isn't it? When we want to participate in an activity which is organized by the school, that day we feel, why is the bus coming late? Why isn't it reaching on time? Why am I, taking so long to reach the school? So that's eagerness, that's excitement, that's the curiosity to reach fast, okay? And what had happened, it had rained the other day and the shoes had got dirty. So, in an excitement to reach the school and the classroom, fast and first one to reach, they forgot to wipe their shoes on the doormat. So there's a huge doormat before they enter the class, okay, right outside the school main entrance to the reception where they have to wipe off and dust their shoes on the doormat and then enter. So they forgot to do that. Now Udit says, I am so excited about the quiz. I enjoy it a lot. Now Anchal said that I like them too and I'm prepared for the quiz today. So they passed through the junior wing corridor. Lost in their conversation, they passed through the junior. So try to recapitulate our school building, the old ones who were already there in class 3. You can see that the ground floor is for our juniors, isn't it? Nursery to 2. And so you can imagine that they were passing through that corridor and maybe climbing up. And what happened? There are housekeeping staffs in and around, okay? Who are the housekeeping staff? The cleaners who mop and wipe. Throughout the day you have seen them, brooming and mopping our corridors, isn't it? So this particular person, the cleaner of their school, saw them and they got irritated, he got irritated. But, they were so engrossed, they were so busy in their own conversation, in their own talk, that they did not even notice. And then this particular cleaner, listen children, he calls out, at least wipe your shoes before entering the class, okay? And then Udit said, oh, we are in a hurry, he said, oh my God, we are in a hurry. And then Anchal also, followed. We have a quiz today, come on, try to understand and we will take care of it next time. And then the cleaner was thinking, oh God, when will the children learn to wipe their shoes? So where I'm sitting is my sitting room. And we have a doormat, right before the entry. So here also we are all very particular that we wipe our dirty shoes outside, and especially now they said you should not let in your shoes inside your living room, isn't it? You should leave them outside because germs and infections might be there stuck onto the sole of our shoes if you are going out. So similarly, the cleaner was thinking, my God, I have to begin the cleaning again and they have forgotten, and when will they again learn to do so? Right after Anchal and Udit enter the classroom, their class facilitator enters. Facilitator is a teacher, a mentor. Somebody who makes everything convenient is called a facilitator. So a teacher does that, a teacher, a mentor does that, makes everything available and ready. Children, hope all of you are prepared for this quiz. So everyone in chorus, they answer yes. So Anchal, looking at Udit, like that, she looks at Udit. I'm sure I'll be able to answer all the questions. So, she was confident. And then Udit said, I'm sure our team is going to win. And there was a lot of excitement amongst the learners. And then begins the questionnaire, the question round by the facilitator. And the first question was, he asked the learners, so it was open to all. When did India get independence? And almost all the learners knew the answer. Okay, and they shouted in a chorus again, simultaneously, one by one, or maybe together, 1947. And then the facilitator said, very good, but at least raise your hand. Like I also do that when we are in a class, isn't it? A live class. I said, you will not speak on your own. I'm going to see your names from my laptop screen and call you one by one, and then you're going to unmute and answer my question, not chorus. Okay, so the same thing. Now again he asks, okay, now the second, which is the national animal of India? So then Anchal raises the hand, and then the facilitator said, all right Anchal, answer. So Anchal said, tiger. Now you're right. So now the second question. Now name the bird that taps the tree trunks with its beak to find insects. I'm sure you all can answer that, isn't it? A bird which pecks and collects insects from the bark of trees or the trunk of trees. Yes, you're correct. It's woodpecker. So who answers that? There is another student called Swami. Woodpecker, teacher. Now the facilitator says, very good, and the quiz goes on. Everyone was waiting for their answer, and then it was time for the last question. Now listen to the last question what the teacher asked. Can you tell me the name of the helper who goes all around the school sweeping, cleaning and helping us? So to that, everybody was surprised and taken aback. Which one is that? So everyone gets confused, Then Swami stands up. Ma'am, we do not know. Why have you asked this kind of a question during our quiz round? This is not related to general knowledge. Then the facilitator, the mentor, the teacher said, of course it is not related to, general knowledge, but it is related to a part of your life in school, a part of your duration in school, your course in school. You have so many helpers. Have you seen children? Whichever school you're coming from, we have them helping us. Maybe, दीदी थोड़ा बैग उठा दीजिए ना, दीदी यहाँ पे पोछा लगा दीजिए ना, भैया थोड़ा आइए ना, पानी गिर गया है क्लासरूम में, थोड़ा सफा कर दीजिए. We call them as भैया and दीदी. Have we ever tried to find out their names? Never. We have never tried to do so. We take them for granted and we feel that they're there. It's their job. What is there to know their name, remember their name, or maybe say thank you. Thank you for taking the pain to clean our school, clean our classroom, keep our school beautiful, polished and clean. Isn't it? So then everybody, realized, yes, the teacher is correct. We have never ever thought. And this is again a part of our life lesson. Isn't it? You cannot have everything related to a book. There are certain things we have to know which is related to our life. Isn't it? There is certain thing where we have to use our mind, not as per dictionary knowledge or bookish knowledge. There are certain things which comes from the heart. heart tells our mind. So then they realized, yes, this is also a very, very important part of our curriculum in school. We do not know the names of our maybe drivers, our conductors, our support staff. They are called our support staff. Isn't it? They are there. They are little things they do for us throughout the day, and we don't even bother to look at them and say, okay, bhaiya, thank you. Thank you for helping me, Didi. Thank you so much. Or maybe give them a chocolate, or maybe, just say bye-bye before leaving school. So now we have realized from this chapter, isn't it, that how important it is to be grateful and thankful for what we do in life, what people do to us, give us in life, and what people do for us unnoticed, isn't it? We take for granted even our parents, isn't it? Even maybe our schools. I'm not saying that we are doing it intentionally, but that's how it has, we have been tutored. We have become like robots doing it. अच्छा, पढ़ाई करना है, खेलना है, खाना है, सोना है. No, but value education is going to, prick our conscience, the inner mind, the inner soul, the heart. It's going to churn it, toss it around and tap on it and say, wake up. So I'm going to take up value education. There is not going to be any question answer or anything related to this, children. Maybe once in a while I'll tell you. I'll also show you in the next class how you will cover a notebook. Okay, I will cover it and I'll show it to you, and we'll do a lot of picturized life writings. Means I will give you a situation, okay, and you have to write it down on your own and also draw that out. So it is not going to be related to question answer pattern. It's going to be something different. I'm going to read out the story, maybe relate an incident, or maybe give you a quiz, okay, a like situation. All right. So may I take leave? Thank you. Stay safe. Take care of your health and also that of your parents, and be thankful and be grateful to whom? First of all, to God. Yes, to Almighty God, who's always, you see, God's hand is always there on our head, protecting us. Okay, protecting us and our family and our loved ones. Bye.